So let's actually get into the topic for today. Now that we've spent 40 minutes on other things, wow, that was impressive. So yeah, we do need to complete our game development, but before we go into that, in case we're going to run out of time, I do want to run the rest of the information about JavaFX. So with game development, I've been talking about essentially real-time GUI drawing and real-time processing and absolute placement of objects on the screen. But there are different tools to use that can actually simplify a lot of the actions that you need if you're not trying to do something in real time. For example, if you're just doing a mobile app or an app or a website, there's a lot of tools or a huge toolkit in order to aid in programming. Oh, don't stop. We could start a dance off or something. All right. Now you're gonna leave?
I need dance. This is
wow. You better tell me how good it is and get back, Tyler. So standard controls. We've already done a button, but there's also controls for checkboxes, drop downs, lists. Basically everything you've seen on the internet. An input box as well. JavaFX has something for. There's also ways to organize what's on the screen, and these are called layouts, or panes, I'm sorry. They're now called panes. Wish they chose a different word. But it's a pane. You got stack, yeah, exactly. Stop it. You got stack panes. Actually, it's HBox, not HBox pane. VBox, flow pane. If I ever say layout, I mean pane. I'm used to swing where the word is layout.
They called asking for my grandmother. 100%.
And you are your own grandma? Or grandpa?
I'm my own grandpa.
You're your own grandpa? Okay, good.
I made some mistakes in the past. Well, everyone's past, I guess.
Interesting. It's a good song. Good song. I mean, I don't approve or condone. Never mind. All right, layout plans. We add our nodes to a pane, and then add the pane to a scene, and then the scene to the stage, which is probably the primary stage. All right, great. So the question is, how do we lay out these nodes? Layout is 2 words. Java has different kinds of panes that do a lot of the work for us. Oh man, this joke is not going to stop.
Inner dad coming out.
Yeah.
Wait, I missed that.
Pain. They use the word pains, not P. Yeah, but in my brain, I think it's P-A-I-N. Not
Bring the pain.
Yeah, bring the pain. Major pain. Major pain. Let's see. We already used pane, HBox, stack pane, so we'll go with the flow pane. All right, great. Or maybe we'll just talk about them all again. Oh, there should be. Oh! That was a good one. Good job.
I very much enjoyed that.
That was good. All right, the regular pane is what we've been talking about, where you just manually locate, draw your objects on the pane. The stack pane is where you place nodes on top of each other. So you want to show the top, whatever's on the top, before you show everything else. Flow pane, row by row horizontally. Grid pane is a 2D grid of cells. The border pane is where you have top, bottom, left, right, and center regions. And then the HBox is putting everything horizontally, and VBox is vertically. And I hope we have some examples. Good! All right. New Java class pane example. We'll add it to Git. We'll extend the good old application. Yes, include the application. Go ahead and implement those methods. And then we'll do public static void main string args application.launch with the args. Great. Now we need to create the pane, right? Good. So create a flow pane. We'll call it the FP equals new flow pane. Do we need to pass anything to the constructor? Good. Oh, we can set the padding? Wow. All right. What is the padding?
Yeah, here we are right on the outside.
We're on the outside.
Wait, how do you set the padding? New insets. Okay, good. Bless you again. That's all you get.
Demon, leave his soul.
Thanks. I forgot what the next command was. It's like, oh yeah, it's the H gap. Set the H gap. What's the H gap? Graphics design.
Horizontal gap?
Yeah, what does that do?
Sets the gap horizontally.
Sets the horizontal gap.
I love this class.
It's called educating.
I think that's really just adding what you said and put it in there. But you know, all right, we'll go with that. What do we do next? Add all. We have a label, a text field, and a label. All right. Add some stuff. Pain.getTheChildren. Actually, it's called FP.
Pain, get children.
Whew, it's going to get bad.
It's like you named your dog Pain.
I know a person named Pain.
I know people that cause me some pain.
And then new, let's go on a new line here. New label, middle initial. All right, we need to import these. Again, when you import, make sure it's not the AWT and it's not the swing, it's the JavaFX. Same thing with your text field, make sure it's the JavaFX version, otherwise sadness will occur. Text field, what do they want me to do next? TFMI, alright, sure. Text field, and then don't we just add it afterwards? Set preferred column count. Oh, so it's going to only have a size of 1, and then we add it. Alright, cool. So tmfi.set preferred column count, so it'll only be the size of 1, and then we can add more guys to the pane. We'll first add our middle initial text field. It was a new label for last name, and then we'll do a new text field. So now we have the pane, we need to create a scene. Create a scene. Did they just...
They tried.
They tried really hard here. The jokes... Wow. Alright, import the scene, and then primary stage dot... Is it add? No, it's set scene to the scene. And then we'll go ahead, and what do we need to do? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so what is this going to do when we run it? It's going to show what? When I click run, what's going to happen? Oh, I already clicked it.
Middle, initial, and last name.
You're gonna get a
One
box.
column?
You're gonna get a box. You're gonna get a box with more boxes in it.
So, yeah, notice that with that set column, it just has preferred just a 1. Notice I can't, yeah, it only
That's a
shows
great middle initial.
1. So are you going to name your kid?
Because he's the only one.
You should. You're the only one.
He's the
Someone's
only
probably already done that.
Yeah.
Alright, so we could have John 1 Doe. Isn't that great? Does. Doe.
That was
Does or does. Alright. So notice that when we resize it, it automatically moves things around for us. Isn't that nice of it?
Very nice. Very nice.
It's very, very nice. Very nice. That's what the flow layout does. From left to right and then afterwards. Insets. What's an inset? Well, you have your pane. What do we got here? Vertical gap, when you positioning things vertically, how much space between them. H gap is between each element. Notice that these are nodes, so you might have your label, text field, label, text field. And then we have right side, bottom side. So this is, and then those last inset was your gaps around here. I think it went top, probably went from top right, bottom left, but you could look it up. People who actually care. So this is what we may have. Because we went in reading order and adding the nodes in the order we did, we get this with the MA label next to the text field. May not be visually appealing. Let me go ahead and run this and show you what I mean. So if I were to resize this,
I find it visually stimulating.
Is this good? Hey, graphics design person. Graphics. Nicole?
It looks good to me.
Looks great. Anyone see a problem with this?
Yeah, the text box for middle is below it, so.
Well, if
That's
you
like
make
not
it
lined
wider,
up.
will it go beside it?
Yes.
Okay.
But wouldn't it be nice if we forced it to be next to it?
So we're gonna force the size of the
Yeah.
box.
Always force. Oh, we can do a grid pane instead. Okay, we're not going to show code, we're just going to talk about it. All right, let's see, what does a grid pane look like? So we'll go grid pane GP equals new grid pane. And how many rows do we want? We'll do 3 by 2. That's not what it wanted. Cannot be applied. So now we have to look up what a grid pane does. JavaFX grid, yeah, splash sheet.
And even Father and Son and the Holy Spirit, I bless your soul.
Thank you. Thank you. Or you actually, so when you add it, you have to tell it the position that you're adding it to, and you don't give it the dimensions. Okay, great. So we don't care about dimensions anymore. We'll go ahead and get rid of our flow pane and all the code that did that. Wow.
Why are we not seeing the same? Oh, because why don't you
Hold
just
on.
change it from flow pane to
So I'm going to do, so you all have the code later, is I'll go public pane create flow pane. And then I'll copy pasta this code. Whoop. Go down here, and then we'll just return the FP. That way we have the flow pane. Now we got to actually include it. Fine. Import the class. All right, good. Now, that way, if we wanted to, here we could just do scene create flow pane. All right, but now we'll do the grid pane. Maybe we should do the same thing for creating a grid pane. That way, I'm following my convention. And then we'll go down here. Turn P. That way, copy pasta, create grid pane. Home. Delete that stuff. Good. Now we need to create a grid pane. So, oh boy. How do we do this? Set row index button. Oh man. Huh.
Copy and paste.
convenience methods to set more than one constraint at a time.
This looks painful. Okay. All right, we'll do it this way. Label LB, LBL equals new, label first name.
And this is fixing the name, the middle name issue.
It's going to one way.
Another.
Set constraints on the label. We'll put them in 1, 1. And then we'll do gp.getChildren.add on the label. Oh, this is going to be terrible. Then we'll do a text field, and we'll call it text field because we are not being original. We'll do grid pane, grid graphics. No, let's try that again. Grid pane dot set constraints on the text field, and we'll make it row 1, column 2, and then we'll add him to the children. All right, and then I'm going to copy pasta. Oh my goodness, this is going to be bad. This time we'll have it middle initial. We'll make it in row 2, column 1, and then we'll have also middle initial down here. But we need to also do set preferred column count to 1. And now we just need to do the last name. Oh my goodness. Of course, row 3. And this time the text field can be wherever it wants, be any length it wants, and 3, and then we'll return it. All right, what's this going to look like now that I've hit run?
Good.
It's going to look good?
I
Let's.
believe it. Oh, wait,
Oh, you get to do it underneath. Here we go. So, John to do.
John's goes.
And now if you resize, oh, it doesn't do anything. Oh, look, it kind of shrinks it for you.
Oh.
That's kind of cool. Make it super long. Shrink it again. Any questions? Nothing so far? Okay. Border layout. Border pane. Anyone want to do the border pane?
No.
Good. The nice thing about the border pane is you can actually make the bottom left, top, and right be as small or as large as you want to. And there you go.
And thank you, sir.
If you're doing a mobile app, this might actually be a pretty good thing to use, or just do whatever Android tells you to. All right, HBox and VBox. All right, let's do it the HBox VBox way. This time we'll create a scene. Oh man. Box pane. All right, so we're going to do this one a little bit differently. Instead of a grid pane, it's a box pane. And this is to show that, well, we'll start with the VBox. So we have VBox. It's like the beatbox, but it's a VBox. All right, VB goes new VBox. We'll return the vertical box. So this is going to stack everything vertically. And we want to put 2 items in it. We can create another HBox. New HBox. Yes, import them. And then you can do hb.getChildren.add. And we'll first do a new label first name. And we'll also add the text field. Then we'll go ahead and vb.getChildren.add on the horizontal box. All right.
So we just added the horizontal box to the vertical box?
Yes, we just added a horizontal box to a vertical box.
Got it.
Now we're going to do the same thing, except for we're going to change the label to middle initial. Now we actually got to create a text field this time. So we'll call it text field tx equals new text.
Why do you add the text field here?
Because now we have to set the preferred column count to 1.
Yeah.
And then,
Why are we doing that?
so the width of the middle initial is only 1.
Okay.
Correct. So we do that for the middle initial. And then finally, we'll copy pasta again. Hopefully it won't last time. And this time we'll have last name. And no one stopped me. I have a close parentheses right there. All right, so what's this going to do? What?
Middle initial.
Well, how's this one going to look? Now I'm going to hit play.
Smiley face.
Smiley.
Middle initial? Smiley face.
So now it's a little different. What's a big thing that I've shown you that you can do here?
Type.
Type.
Stuff into it.
Yeah, so a pane can contain controls, but what else can it contain? Buttons. It can also contain other panes, because I have a vertical box pane containing a horizontal box pane. And you can keep doing that as much as you feel like it. Alright. And we've already talked about how you can attach controls to buttons. So you can actually capture someone hitting enter on the keyboard. I don't think we need to do that. And all right, we've done HBox and VBox. Okay, great. Any questions on panes and controls?
Are you laughing every time you say pain?
I can't stop. It's because the movie Major Pain just keeps going through my head every time. All right, good. So we'll stop here. Let's see.